What's up, y'all? It's Raw Natty Nate coming to you, and I've got the beautiful Melissa Maris with me today.
I love the sound of my new name.
It's got a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
Totally.
So we just took a hike to this beautiful mountaintop, and we were just talking about the importance of eating a variety.
Mm-hmm. And we eat a lot of variety. I'm sure you guys have noticed.
A lot of variety is very important. You know, the science numbers are showing that at least 30 or more different varieties of plant and fruit species or items or products, or whatever you want to call them.
Plant food.
Plant foods.
Plants. Yeah, different plants.
We need to be eating weekly.
And the more of the variety that you have, so 30 plus is the numbers, the more variety you have, the healthier your gut flora is. Now, a lot of people have a little bit of a hard time with eating larger quantities of things like broccoli or greens.
Yeah.
But really, like, dosing small to get those bacteria fed, you can eventually eat higher quantities. Like, I used to have issues with broccoli. But you start slow, eating a couple florets once in a while, and not once in a while as in once a month. We're talking like a couple times a week to feed the bacteria that live on that fiber.
Right. Yeah, because actually we don't digest fiber. What's digesting the fiber is the life force that's within our gut. So if we're feeding them their food, which is the fibrous food, then we're actually able to assimilate more nutrients.
They convert nutrients for us, like B12 and K2, and a bunch of other stuff too. They compromise 70% of our immunity,
which is incredible. So we want to be feeding them, you guys.
And got to feed them the right foods, and they love raw plant fiber.
Yes, they love the raw plant fiber.
But like we mentioned, if you're not eating them, then it's going to be harder to digest.
Sure, if you're eating lots of, say, food-like products, breads, pretzels, pastas, just different dairy products, these different kinds of things, that's starting to feed a different colony within our gut that basically breaks down those particular things and not the fibrous food. So then when you go to eat the actual fibrous food, you maybe start to feel a little gassy or feel a little uncomfortable. And it's because the colony hasn't been fed, so they haven't been growing. They've actually been dying off. So it's very important to be eating that variety.
High raw.
Yeah.
And even if you had like a little bit of cooked food, if you still had to keep that, as long as you're eating a high amount of good variety of raw plant foods, then you're going to be feeding those good bacteria that are so beneficial to us.
Yep. And if protein is a worry, that shouldn't be a worry either, because when we start to crunch the numbers and we actually see, you know, what's in a egg for protein is 6 grams of protein. What's in a head of romaine lettuce is actually 7, almost 8 grams of protein. Now, it's not as easy to sit down and eat a head of lettuce like it is an egg with some salt and pepper. But with the right kind of dressing on there, you may be getting a little more nutrients, and you're also getting the same amount, if not more, protein than you would in some of the foods that we are used to eating and thinking that they're really healthy for us.
Plus, there's no fiber in an egg.
There's no fiber.
So, you know, you're not feeding those fiber-thriving bacteria.
Which is so critical to maintaining optimum health.
Yeah, and that's why we eat plenty of variety. We try to get as many different kinds of plant foods as we can in our day. We've got sprouts like lentil sprouts and pea sprouts.
Yes, and it's really incredible to see how fast the body responds. If you guys haven't seen the movie or the documentary called Game Changers, go check it out. It's showing amazing science behind what one meal, just changing one meal or even eating plant foods for just a week does to our bodies, and how fast the body responds. It's just incredible.
It's incredible. Yeah. So you guys should be eating way more variety. Keep it up. And if you have issues with it, definitely go slower. Incorporate it slowly so that you can eventually do larger quantities. Like sauerkraut, for example. If you don't normally eat sauerkraut, then you want to start with like a teaspoon. And then just gradually work your way up so that you can have bigger varieties. Because, you know, you get people who eat like 2 crowns of broccoli and then they've got digestive upset.
Now, it's really good to have mono meals, say one meal of just papaya or just grapes or just watermelon or a honeydew. And those are amazing for us. And I encourage a mono meal at least once a day. But to incorporate variety, it keeps the other guys that are in there helping us fed and satisfied.
Totally.
So anyways, you guys, hope you guys liked this video. Hopefully the wind wasn't too loud for you. And you can find me on all the social media networks, Raw Natty Nate.
Raw Natty Nate.
And you can find Lissa.
Yes, I'm on Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter at Raw Food Romance, or Lissa's Raw Food Romance on Facebook as well. And you can find any of the recipe books at payhip.com/rawfoodromance.
Yes, I love those recipe books. Well, until next time, guys, love ya.